wish you could swim like the dolphins, like dolphins can swim. Don't nothing will keep us together. Oh, we can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. What you say? I will be king, and you will be queen. Don't nothing will drive them away. We can be heroes just for one day. We can be us just for one day. I can remember standing by the wall, and the guns shot about our heads, and we kissed as though nothing could fall, and the shame was on the other side. Oh, we can beat them forever and ever. Then we could be heroes just for one day. We could be heroes. We could be heroes just for one day.
Good morning, grasshoppers. ITP Beer. I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope it wasn't too bad. I know we all go through that at one moment or another, and I think that that helps us appreciate being healthy. As the line goes, I think from, well, I remember last hearing it in Vanilla Sky. I'm trying to remember whose quote it is. Life is never as sweet without the sour. So we get to appreciate everything that we have when we don't have it for a short period of time, whether it's health, good relationships with family and friends. It is indeed one of those things that we have to appreciate. Yesterday morning, I did not get the stream off in time, and the tournament was over before I knew it. Lauren JW32 even in here. I am very proud that she is in. That they are in. Belinda Viganto. Good morning. Cartal Beer. Archipelago. I like that. I think that ABBA owns one of the archipelago islands. Now, This is the morning wake-up tournament. There's nothing like the morning wake-up tournament to get things out of the way. Basically 6 games that you can learn from in short order. On the weekends, we have the 5+5, which is a little bit slower a pace. You certainly remember the rapid and classical for those events on the weekends. Now, I don't believe in playing fast chess. However, I do believe in getting that experience against a variety of opponents. So there is the catch. You can't get experience against a variety of opponents in short order by playing slowly. It's a tough catch-22. When players were qualifying for the U.S. Championship or training for the U.S. Championship, such as Gatakemsky, played in the 4-rated games every Thursday night, run by Steve Emmett. It was a staple of the old Manhattan Chess Club. And then when the Manhattan Chess Club went south, the Marshall Chess Club took over on 10th and 5th. And the thing about this, and then actually by playing a Swiss, it ensures that you get 6 different opponents with 6 different openings, rather than playing the same opponent with the same opening and the same breadth, let's just say. You either can see or cannot see the record down below on the screen. Egan Hubert taking the challenge. We have been studying Nepo, so we're going to go with the Nepo repertoire. I am a huge believer in the latest Nepo book. The previous Nepo book that I had was Carlsen versus Nepo, the World Chess Championship, produced by Chess Informant. Chess Informant produces perhaps the single most instructional library for intermediate players becoming a master. Almost everything that they own, or everything that they produce, is something that you should own. Bishop g5. This is very unusual. Okay, I will allow him to attempt to win a pawn. Very interesting game here so far. Playing as dynamically as we can. Now we have 2 pawns hanging. Perhaps not my best decision to sack the exchange. But we'll see. We're trying to get our pieces out faster than our opponent. And he does not take the bait. So basically, he had knight takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes e7, rook to e8. Bishop takes c5, and I'm not sure what I had for compensation in that instance. But we'll just keep applying the pressure to the d4 pawn. So in the previous instance, I think I had to play knight takes c3, and then c5, and then knight c6. Going after the center. And now, how are we going about it? Do we make an attempt to isolate the pawn on d4? I guess that's exactly what we do. We'll isolate the pawn on d4. And from here we decide on how we are going to go about putting more pressure on our opponent's central pawn. First, we're going to try to blockade the square in front of the pawn. We might produce a set of hanging pawns. Two hanging pawns, everyone, by the way, are two pawns on an open file, side by side. The two hanging pawns would be here, forcing one of them to move forward and the other would be backward. However, since we don't have the option of having them side by side, we'll have an isolated pawn couplet, is another term that I've heard used for hanging pawns. Good morning, Nico. Congratulations on your win yesterday. I was flipping a coin as to whether or not I actually start the stream because I had so many things to do, as well as running out the door for chess camp. I am at the ICA chess camp in New Jersey, the International Chess Academy. You can find more information there. I also found out that Grandmaster Alexander Baburin, along with Grandmasters Joel Benjamin, have taught in the previous year. I'm trying to remember who else was there for the ICA camp. This is interesting. My opponent is offering a slight swap of bishops. Can I do this? Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. I don't really want to fix the...
So, now we're trapped in Fisher's mind, battling his own...
Good morning, chess heroes. Namaste. We're in the middle of a dojo arena. This is the daily weekday dojo. I am FIDE trainer. Just do the about as well. National Master John MacArthur. And I do have to decide how I'm going to go about this particular setup. We're going to go after these weak pawns here in a Rubinsteinian-like fashion. Tagging and backing. Activating our rooks to the best of our ability without loss of time. With bishops of opposite colors. Going to create a little bit of a problem. We're going to continue struggling, striking, fighting, pounding. This could be trouble, by the way. See what we can do. Time trouble is always an issue. By the way, I do not believe in playing fast chess. Isn't that the irony of it? That I don't believe in playing fast chess.
Check.
Mm-hmm. Now how are you going to go about this? We're going to swallow this one whole, since he didn't see the warning signs. Ah, he's getting out of it. And now for something completely different.
Check.
Whoa. Counterattack. So far we managed to survive the opening. Oh no, don't move fast.
Check.
Can we do it this way? Let's just step our way across if we can. Continue stepping our way across. Oops. Make some headway here.
Check. 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 Check.
Small threats, ladies and gentlemen. Small threats. That is what it's all about. Small threats.
Check.
Incremental,
Check.
small threats. He's got a little bit of
Check.
a stalemating trick, which does not quite work. Check. That was the mate threat. Working our way across. The Static, how are you? Good morning. We need to do the shout out for Chess Heroes. We can be heroes. I've got a couple of covers for that. Thank you so much for the raid. Now that the game is done. Unless the mod's already got you.
Ready.
Chess Heroes. If you've not checked them out, you must. They stream frequently. I don't know if they stream as much as every day, but I'm hazard a guess. I'll be able to hazard a guess because I've seen them on a variety of ways. Previously, Papa Chacha has not handled knight c3 very well. So the traditional method here is to capture with the wing pawn, open up the F file, and keep all the pieces at bay. So let's see if we can do that. Anything being attacked that we have to be concerned about? Let's take a look. Small threat. Well, if he's not going for the traditional method of attacking our king. After all, there's a small trap. There are many small traps here. For example, on this particular issue, capturing on d4. Queen takes bishop c5. Thank you very much. Good game. See what we can do to recapture another way. Grab some space. What? This seems very unusual, but fine. What's a pawn between friends? Let's see how he chooses to go about it. So do you stream every day? How is your stream, Chess Heroes? For those of you who are interested in chess improvement, I do not recommend playing 3-0. If you really want to be better, if you want to win games and have fun, absolutely. 3-0, there's no substitute. And now for something completely different. Takes twice, check. Weak back rank. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I am sacrificing. Of course, we know it's not a good idea, but wow, we talked him out of it? That's insane. He did not deserve that. That's crazy. I'm losing, of course, but at least we're not going to be losing the old-fashioned way. Actually, we are losing the old-fashioned way. You win some, you lose some. Really hate that expression, so static. Where are you from? The weather in New York City is bad. Actually, it's not bad right now, but it is extremely humid out there. Wow. Did he really do that? Can I survive this? Bishop takes, knight takes. I'm losing only the exchange as far as I can see. Crossing my fingers that I only lose the exchange. And I don't get mated. Or piece. I'll take losing a piece. Losing a whole rook? Maybe. How much pressure can there be? Alright, so we're losing a whole rook. But at least they get to keep the pieces on the board. And with 20 seconds left on the clock, he probably should have gone for more.
Check.
But maybe not. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Maybe I should have played bishop d5. We're so overextended here. How overextended can we get? OMG, he mates me like that? Check. He does mate me like that. Very nicely done. I have to show everyone the mate. He's mating me on h2.
Check.
And that's the right way to do it.
Check.
Oh no, dude! Rook takes h2 as mate. Now I can't resign? Or should I? Should I resign? I mean, if he can't play rook takes h2 mate.
Check.
But it really disappointed me, Papachita, that you didn't play it on the previous move. I was giving you the chance for this really cool rook takes h2 discovered checkmate in 1. Is there another mate in 1 here? I don't believe there's another mate in 1 in this position. This is the only mate in 1. Very discouraging. Oh, thank you, Nico. Let's go back. Is that true?
Check.
So is his move the best move?
Check.
No, he has mate in 1 here. But where is it? What? It says mate in 1. Rook takes c2. Oh, he has mate in 1 after.
Check.
Got it. What do I think about Sultan Khan? He was rather incredible. The modern Morphe. How many other people do you know that come out of the woodwork, play chess for a few short years, and then retreat after having beaten many of the best players in the world? You're absolutely right, Nico. would not have been the same. I hallucinated. Thank you for paying attention, though. Aye, aye.
Ready.
So maybe I should have gone to H1 in the first place. I was trying to fall on my sword. Good work, Papa Chacha. We'll look at that one again later.
Time is
Let's retire. Let's retire knight to C3 for a bit. Okay. Not sure that this move order changes anything. A1411 has all the information. A1 has all the information. This system actually cured me of playing the English opening, with colors reversed. When black plays this system as white, whoa! Wait a minute now, I'm the one that's supposed to be playing that move. He's supposed to be playing knight to D7. See what you got. We're going for it. Yeah, go ahead. Give me a checkup. Just one checkup. A1. I'm going to take my space and I'm going to shove it right up the old F pawn. The F file. Yep. ITP Veer and Nico were on it. This is why you play in the mornings. Chess that does not matter. In the early part of the day, you can play chess that does not matter. And imagine for a moment that you're playing in Vegas, and for the first half of the day in Vegas, they play games that do not matter. Basically, the minimum is that was just a fake out, by the way. I got developed while attacking, and it worked out well. So now what are you doing to me? Queen takes D6. I take my knight with shack. That's so rude. So rude. Mm-hmm. Where are you headed from there? Gonna take my bad bishop with a good knight? I'll live with it. We still have the pressure. Let him destroy my structure for a few short coins. Wow. Do I play bishop takes? I am after the trading of bishops anyway. The weakness on D6. Of course, I'm also after the weakness of the dark squares. But it looks like I'm getting that for free. Wow. Hold on 1 second here. Knight d5. First things first, let's just stop the threat. Can we stop the threat? OMG. Was my knight on f6 worth more than a rook? It looks like it. My knight on h6 could also be worth more than a rook, now that I look at it. Okay, now I have to make up my mind. Which one will it be, folks? First things first. Let's see where he goes. Oh, he's after my knight.
Time is running out.
Got a little more speculative than I thought. It is a whole rook after all. Oh, fine. And I'm only down a knight. But I don't really want to be down a knight.
You lose.
Yep. I was in over my head. 2 in a row. What did I do to deserve that one? I know what I did to deserve the previous one. Took to B1. Perfectly normal move. King H1. Yeah, I considered that possibility. Knight E3. I should wait until my pawn is attacked before I play B3. It's without this analysis, we're not getting anywhere, by the way, everyone. You have to analyze. You have to look at your games. Yeah, F4 is a little bit overly ambitious. Knight E3, King H1, preparing F4. Bishop E3. So I'm back in action after E6. And I never had another shot. I'm just totally lost from the king side. Yeah. Bad piece coordination. Oh, you're right. No, knight f6 unfortunately is not good enough, as it turns out. I actually figured that part out, and then I forgot that knight h6 was hanging Arakito. How are you? For example, yeah, it didn't matter. I was already a little bit in over my head. For example, here.
check,
Ah, even better is just recapturing. Not committing myself at all. That's better. Didn't consider that possibility, but was knight f6? I don't know, I just didn't see the continuation after he, yeah, exactly. He can play h6 perhaps, even after that. Recapturing. I agree that knight f6 is definitely the shot. But a takes b, so I was justified. Thank you for making me look at it again, Arakito. If I hadn't looked at it again, I wouldn't have known. What you gotta do. Ranahay, processing. Sapiro. Sapiro.
check,
Sapiro.
check,
Or is he? Oh no, it's the wrong way around.
check,
Ranahay is being processed. I misjudged this. Who was black, right? Sorry, Ron. So down here with Kingslayer Sloan on the third page. I could be, things could always be worse. I could be on the third page. But Egon is still at it. Let's do this better, sir. What happened in our game, man?
ready,
All right. The battle. Now this bishop is tied down to the pawn. Mm-hmm. Let's start taking over. Can we take over the center quietly or massively? We're going to do quietly. Since the bishop on the dark squares is, of course, on the dark squares. Now we have the ability to implode his structure, right? Now that everything's protected, we're going to start imploding the center. Is that rook awkwardly placed? Or do we just ignore it? I'm going for the rook is awkwardly placed. Provided we keep a pawn on d5 or c4. Just going to play instinctually. Hope that we don't get into too much trouble. The other side. All right, moment of truth. Hole on b4, hole on b5. Which one is more important? Mm-hmm. We are calling this bluff. Just because we're attacking more than can be defended. Just for a moment. We're attacking like, got a lot of tension in the position. A3, D3, E4, H3. Christina catch. I know, don't you love it when they make the game look simple? It's so pleasurable. Let's remove the defender of c4. How about that? Since this pawn is here. Since the knight can no longer go to c4. And now we have to think about this again. Knight. Where is the bishop going? Can't decide. Whoa. There's some stuff going on here. Discoveries. Keep building the pressure. I do want to get my knight to that square, though. All of these squares are so... I'm not sure what the right word is. So inviting. Nico's a very good player. I have to show him the absolute utmost respect. Where is he going with this knight? And then he wants to play f4. Mm-hmm. So this is the check, right? We're taking material first. Definitely have to protect our queen against any funny business. Yes, yes. But I do want this knight to move, right? Oh no, is he getting the material back? Oh, that's terrible. Alright, but we have a very strongly placed knight.
Check.
We have a very strongly placed knight. I could have fallen to a stream sniping pre-move there.
Victory.
Yeah, it was not pretty. The two passed pawns. Sorry, Nico. One of us had to climb off of the second page. I would have been very okay if it were you. Might have had rook d7 instead of going after the exchange. Let's take a quick peek. I love those comments. Yeah. think I also just considered g6 here instead of going after the exchange right away. I didn't see any danger. I just didn't see queen to g5. But now I do. Now I see it very clearly. Knight d3 was very silly. d6 straight away. Wow, I threw away all of my advantage. And queen g5 was a mistake. Thank you, Arikido, for making us look at this. Rook to b7 is challenging. What to do on that? And then I played king f8 and the game was a draw? Oh no, Nico. Queen takes queen was a blunder. Indeed. Wow. I really walked into it.
Check.
Picking up was the only move. I think we've learned a lot in this one session just by paying attention to our stuff. King e7? Probably. But I had a very clear idea of what was going to happen here. c5, knight to b2 was better? I don't know. This plan was very clear-cut to me. Can you imagine that I achieve... Rook takes a4 was the mistake. So if he moves his knight away... I actually was considering c3, rook takes a4, but it doesn't amount to anything. Indeed.
Ready.
Because queen takes e7, queen h8 mate, and you keep all the pressure on my king. My king is poorly placed. I don't have any way of defending it, and you're getting the exchange. I think. Giving Kingslayer Sloan the e4. So far, I haven't scored with anything. Let's find out what Kingslayer Sloan is up to here. The only two good moves are bishop b4. And knight f6. Pardon me, everyone. This old line of Alekhine's is worth looking at. Because you still do get the bishop pair in many cases. Or, black's position is very strange. I repeat, very strange. I've never seen that move before. There's an early knight c6 that goes after the d4 pawn that is the most challenging move. I can't make up my mind how I'm going to develop my pieces yet. Mm-hmm. Moment of truth. Do we do it? Yes. We insist upon the trading of queens. Do I still insist upon the trading of queens, or do I just keep him? Well, that's fascinating. He is threatening. All right, I promised myself that I would get my pieces out faster. And I meant it. F5 was a threat. Is F5 still a threat? London to Saigon. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Yes, I'm trying to attack everything. Everything. Can I take? Am I going to get into trouble? I don't know. We're going to find out. Feels like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. Oh no, I am in trouble. That's terrible. I am no longer up a rook in this case. You gods, Rogan. What are you doing to me, man? He's trying to checkmate me. That's terrible. Rose to night, yeah. I got very ambitious there, everybody. Alright, now I'm on dark squares, and I'm quite happy about this. Because I'm going to battle my way out of the center. Everyone needs to only remember that. I have to get castled. I have small, simple goals in life, one of them being to get castled. And keep everything on dark squares, of course. That's the other thing. I have to keep everything on dark squares. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. Am I in trouble? Let's find out. Wow, I could be in trouble. I did not expect that. We need to threaten to threaten. Do not raid me, Rogan. Whatever you do, do not raid me, sir.
Check.
Pretty please, do not raid me. What? Is this what I'm worried about here? Bummer.
Check.
Can I go this way? Rook d8, knight d4? That is a bummer.
Check.
Wow. Can I do that? Takes.
Check.
Keep up the attack.
check, check,
Uh-oh. Gotta step our way out of this.
check,
Stepping our way out of this mess.
Time is running out.
check, check,
So that was a fork. But it was a dangerous fork at that.
check,
No, we're after more.
check, 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 check,
Victory.
We're after more. Was I toast? I was definitely in trouble. Sixth and final game, everyone. Sixth and final game. I'm at a terrible rating. 2169.
ready,
Excellent. That's awesome. How did you do, Nico? This does not work. Now, all of this is supposed to be good, by the way. But we will see. Now what happens?
check,
Yes, you do have a way of attacking me. This is the way I should have probably approached it, but I needed to get my pieces out. Somehow I just have this feeling that Ron could be getting into trouble, but I can't prove it.
check,
What do I do here? How do I go after him? Let me count the ways. I still have a lot of ways to go after him. Alright, material count. Let's see here. We have 6 pawns to 5 pawns. And in theory, we could have an extra piece. But let's take the extra piece before it goes away. There's a small price to pay for being up a piece, but and now for something completely irrelevant,
check,
going back to disturbing the pizzas. Do I want to do it that way? Do I really want to trade? I do want to trade, right? We'll go back to the age-old, time-tested recipe of bothering the daylights out of our opponent's pieces until they yield. Yield. Taking the bishop. I'm behind in development. Again, we are going with the time-honored recipe of
check,
bothering our opponent's pieces to no end. Being up a pizza. Oh. Is this a problem? I don't think so. It is a bummer. How do we get there from here? First things first. Get a little bit closer. We get a little bit closer and we force the withdrawal. Now, again, we're offering as the exchange of pizzas. Remember, we are up a rook. That should count for something. Where do I want to go?
check,
Yeah. Mild incursion. And now for something completely different. What are you threatening? You could threaten everything.
Time is running out. Check, check,
We need to keep finding weaknesses.
check,
Oh no, did you get me? Did you get me, Ron?
check, it's a draw.
As usual, we have the most exciting game of our life. And good morning, Eatonheimers. All right, we're catching up with Nico's tournament. I must run. I have to get to chess camp. Lauren! Nicely done. And I'll probably imagine that you did not want to play either. I have to give I am going to give us over to we're going right back to King Player Sloan. Thanks, everyone. I do have to run. It's 7:06. I really need to get out of here in order to get these kids to chess camp. Cheers, everyone. Please enjoy Kingslayer Sloan. I will talk to everyone soon. Ciao, and thank you, Lauren, for playing. By the way, this is not about winning. This is about learning. There is no type of chess that you cannot learn from. But I do recommend always having an increment of at least 2 seconds or more to be able to apply yourself. We're going to look at Lauren's games later. Nico, I owe you to look at that Queen F6 again. Cheers, everyone, and ciao.